Grace and peace. I'm Bishop Martin Wilson, and welcome to Preaching with Power and Protocol. I want to talk to you today about the weight we carry, the Black church, honor, and the path back to strength. February is Black History Month, but this isn't nostalgia. This is responsibility. The Black church is not a footnote in history. It is a foundation. Before integration, before voters' rights, before public platforms, the church was government, the school, the think tanks, the economic network. It was the safe haven, the prophetic voice. Question is not, did we matter? The question is, do we still carry the same weight? Why does the Black church matter? The Black church was built under pressure. Opposition forged clarity. It gave people theology that dignified the suffering that they had to endure. It offered them worship that healed the traumas that were a part of their everyday life. They gave preaching that shaped identity. Courage that moved legislation. Preachers were not entertainers during that time. They were stabilizers. The sermons that were preached, they weren't hype. They were strategy. The pulpit formed men, and the pews formed families, and the church formed communities. The Black church carried moral authority because it carried disciplined leadership. What caused the decay? Decay didn't happen overnight, it happened gradually. Platforms replaced preparation, charisma replaced character, visibility replaced formation. We inspired people, but stopped informing them. Emotions rose, but discipline failed. Social media gave everyone a microphone, but not everyone had a covering. Information increased, but submission decreased. Some pulpits became partisan, some became silent, and either extreme weaken the credibility of the church. Honor erodes when discipline erodes. When leadership loses weight, institutions automatically lose their influence. Honor can't be demanded, it has to be demonstrated. We can regain honor through choosing formation over fame, developing our preachers in private, strengthening leaders intentionally, value preparation again, not just throwing things together, but valuing preparation. Having a standard, no microphone before mentorship, no platform without preparation. Discipline over drama. We've got to get back to time management, character development, clear doctrine. Consistency builds credibility. The old church had order. That order produced weight. We've got to choose community over celebrity. We've got to restore shepherding. We've got to restore accountability and restore the leadership pipeline. Black churches strived when nobody led alone. No Lone Rangers. Prophetic clarity has to be something that we bring back, and we choose that prophetic clarity over cultural imitation. We don't chase culture. We speak to it. We don't mirror the trends. We shape direction. Authority returns when identity returns. What preachers must remember: we can't just be content creators. We've got to be cultural carriers. We can't just call ourselves influencers. We've got to be spiritual stabilizers. The Black church does not need loud voices. It needs heavier voices. Weight comes from being in your word, from being in prayer, from being in a place where you are submitted to leadership and your discipline. It comes through that accountability. I'll close with this. The Black History Month is not about celebration alone. It's got to be about stewardship. We inherited strength. We cannot hand down weakness. If the Black church regains discipline, clarity, formation, community, honor will return naturally. And if we carry the weight well, history will not remember us as the generation that entertained, but it will remember us as the generation that rebuilt. Until next time, remember, God is the greatest power, and you are not defeated. God bless.